Greetings and welcome back to yet another episode of Dark Souls 3, and in this one we intend to explore the cavern below that just opened kinda at the door ahead of us. And what I did, kinda off screen for a little bit, I just farmed a little bit of souls, and the main reason for that was I wanted to upgrade this beast of a sword that I have. It's called a greatsword, but its actual category is ultra greatsword, and as you can see it's just a really big sword. And it's a weapon that's appeared in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1, and I've always liked using it just because of how much of an overkill it is, basically. And you can see my souls there. I did end up dying before, but don't worry too much about that. It's not like I fell off a cliff or a ledge. I would never do that. I just figured I wouldn't show you that because it's really kind of, how to say, very anticlimactic for me to just come in and just instantly die because I roll off a cliff. It's a bit of a bummer, but hey, at least this is going on. So do you just keep always coming back? Oh, so apparently you need to kill them twice in order to get the souls. Well, that's fine. Also met this guy, he turns invisible, and the first time it really kind of surprised me, but I'm not too worried because I have an ultra great sword. And what does this mean? It just means I can do a lot of damage. I like two-handing these big weapons. It just feels so unnecessary. Titanite shard, well, that's exactly what you need if I want to upgrade this weapon to +3. So I guess I can consider this a test run just to see how this weapon actually pans out, if it's actually good, and then I might keep it upgrade to +3 or something like that. Well, I feel like this is a very, I wouldn't say obvious shortcut, but it's like definitely seems like a shortcut. Oh, so I got souls immediately for that one? So why did I need to kill the first guy twice? Does it depend on... So apparently skeletons also can use bows. How do you, like... this is something I don't understand, because if you want to use a bow, right, we use our muscles. Like, just in general, if we want to move something or like, do anything, we use our muscles. Skeleton is there just as a way to... for our body to be more rigid, I suppose. So how the hell do skeletons do it? I want to know their secrets. You don't have muscles, you're just a skeleton. Something's chasing me. It's a headless skeleton. Well, this is even more confusing now. They don't really seem to be that big of a deal. I mean, like strong, but I feel like if I just rush through the area, what might happen is I might end up just spawning a bunch of them, and that might be problematic. But they don't seem like to be aggressive or anything like that. I love the R2 attack. The heavy attack on this weapon is so unnecessary. This is the first part of it. Oh, this is... How did I chain that? Wait, I wanted to show you the second part of this. There we go. He does like an overhead and strikes not behind him, but obviously in the direction that you aim. So apparently now suddenly you all do like a ton more damage. Oh god damn it. So apparently you just need to kill some skeletons twice and some just die after the one time. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on in this area, but I'm happy to dispose of them. It just feels very satisfying to use a weapon of this caliber. Like, whenever I smack down, I feel like I'm bringing justice into this world. That's exciting. So I'm sure that area is where we're supposed to proceed, and there are like a ton of shortcuts or something, but I've just pressed the right arm. Why the right arm? Oh, but let's just kind of explore and see what lies... Oh, so this is definitely a dead end, I feel like. There are definitely skeletons here. Or maybe just a reward. Soul of an... Oh, or actually a pathway. I've given you like 3 different opportunities, or what it could have been, and it turned out to be a pathway. I want to lure that guy. I definitely want to fight him one-on-one. And this one seems a bit different than the one before. Maybe not. They also turn invisible? No, this is a skeleton with a cloth, and he has red eyes, which again, I'm not really appreciative of that. He does have some moves. You can see that he kind of glides very elegantly. And he has throwing knives apparently, which I'm also quite excited about. But one benefit of this weapon, besides it being so ridiculously oversized, its range is ridiculous. Illusion ahead. What, really? I found my first secret, guys. That's exciting. I just want to kill you, man. Die. Yeah, like I said, the range of this weapon is ridiculous, and I love it. And I think that's going to be the main draw of it. Like, you have to be very careful when you actually strike an enemy, because it takes so long to actually wind up, and every hit uses half of your stamina. But when you do hit, you lay it down, right? You're not kidding around when you actually decide to hit an enemy. Can you not fall apart? Oh, actually, you can fall apart. I thought there was a ledge down below. If he fell apart, he would just kind of come back at a different point in time. I think I can jump down there, but I don't wanna. I want to explore the rest. Like, there was an illusory wall here, and yeah, there was a path. All right. Sharp gem, lots of gems, lots of stuff in general. I'm fond of that. A lot of people died here. Shout out to my fallen comrades. What are you doing? I feel so sad for all of you. You're just stuck in these catacombs. You're not even sure what you're doing here. Like, you're a skeleton, obviously, like every other thing in here. I see now, but these guys have moves, like, they're not kidding. And yet, you know, the only thing that makes you different from regular skeletons is the fact that you're clothed. And when you think about it, that's actually what makes humans different from animals in some regard, because we wear clothes, animals don't wear clothes. I mean, fur, you know, that's not really like clothes. But I'm sure there's like an animal which wears other animals' coats or fur. That seems very morbid, but you know, nature is kind of morbid when you think about it. Oh, I got another Estus. Oh, that's good. Thank you for the Estus. I really like this mechanic that I've added into the game. Like, if you kill enough enemies, there's a chance, I feel, that you're gonna get an Estus flask. And just getting one Estus in the clutch feels very rewarding. Like, sure, it does make experience a little bit easier, and I know that hardcore Dark Souls fans are probably against it, but I feel like overall it's just like a nice addition. Like, if someone is good at the game, they're not really gonna need that many Estus anyway, and if someone is bad at the game, it's not really probably gonna save them. But if one Estus is gonna be the difference between someone, I don't know, beating a boss or getting through an area, then that one Estus, I would say, isn't really impactful, because if they go and try again, you're just gonna save them the frustration in the end, and I feel like for that reason, it's a good addition, right? It's just one Estus, it's not gonna like change the world, but if that one Estus helps you clutch, then I feel like if you did try again, you can do it without that additional Estus in the first place. And now, like if it gave you 5 Estus, I might understand the problem. Wait, I was here already. But it's just one, like every 20 enemies or so, kind of eyeballing it there, but you get what I'm saying. So we can take the stairs, like we can take the obvious path, but why would we do that? It's amazing. I feel like this area becomes really cool once you know where you're going. Like, it just makes more sense. Oh, this was satisfying. I just waited for all of them to come up. And the second shot. Oh, he didn't die. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to do that attack. That shouldn't be that big of a deal. I got another Estus. I was just talking at how the game is not really that... how it doesn't give you too many Estus, but I just got 2 in a row, which is, I know, hypocritical of the game, but also me. Wait, is this, it really looked like that White Phantom was fighting me, because he kind of went behind, away from me, and then he started attacking me. But luckily, it was just a White Phantom, he cannot... Friendship! No, don't go. You stupid lizard. They always do this, I swear. They just jump off. Lordvet? Oh, it actually died when it fell off and I got the Titanite for it. Well, that's beautiful, isn't it? You can't trick me now. And I know because the crystal lizard fell there, I know this is not the path to go. Okay, so this is just like a dead end. A way for us to get something. I'm done with that. Let's take stairs, I suppose. I feel like... Well, there was actually one more area I haven't explored. No. There was the illusory wall, and whatever. If it's something important, I'll probably get reminded by someone and go back and pick it up. Or I'll be like, wait, how do I upgrade my... There's a boulder behind me, isn't there? There's a boulder. I knew it. I wanted to get it back up there again, but... So where did it come from? Are there gotta be more boulders? Wait, it comes back up again? This is unlike any boulder I've ever seen. Alright, so apparently this boulder rolls down and up. I respect that, but I'm not sure how much I like it. He bumped me off. Good lord. I thought I could roll past him, but his hitbox actually was in the way. Okay, that was a bit disappointing. But I guess this gives us a good opportunity to actually check the shortcut I found in the very first place, and if it's actually a shortcut. It shouldn't be too long, so I'm not gonna cut to there. When I actually say out loud, I'm not gonna cut to there. I'm not actually telling you, the audience, but to myself when I'm actually editing the videos. This is the shortcut I found. I mean, I don't know, like I said, if it's a shortcut or not. Treasure ahead, well, for sure. I'm up for treasure. Or just an enemy. But that was satisfying. I like this weapon, alright? I think I've decided this is definitely a keeper. Or maybe the enemies are just weak, which is also a possibility. Oh, you missed me. Which is also a distinct possibility. I really wish I could one-shot them, and I feel like I could if I only upgraded this weapon one more time. But with how things turn out. Oh, this is actually the same area, except I'm at the bottom of the stairs. Well, this is a really nice shortcut then. How about if you didn't actually throw me off? And I was so afraid the boulder will like stare into me, which is not unspoken for, I feel like, in Dark Souls. There's an item there, I need to get it. I need to at least attempt to get it. Ember? Well, I'm a fan of embers. I rolled right through it. That was the manliest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I know the boulder's gonna come back, but whatever, right? I don't care. It doesn't do that much damage, and I have enough Estus. And I just found this switch. Why didn't it attack me? Maybe it's just hiding. Like that's why it's not attacking me. It's like, hey, bro, you can stay here, and the boulder's not gonna hit you. Where did the skeleton boulder go? Did it just disappear? Undead bone shard, nice. Bonfire on the other side. Just tease me, won't you? Ah, this game. Alright, so let's continue. I'm kind of scared because I feel like something's gonna come back alive. And I'm only speaking this due to previous life experiences. What is this? I'm not liking it. Oh, that was a nice dodge on the skeleton's part. I'm not... Die, thank you. You too. And you three. Almost. just need one more hit. Oh, I kicked him! I didn't intend to kick him, but it kind of worked out for the best. Oh, wait, you came back too? How about if you stopped throwing that? There we go. Oh, nice. The thing is freak me out because I don't know what they do. Do they curse me? Do they inflict bad pain? I don't want either of those things, to be honest. I don't want a curse. I don't want bad pain. Something behind me? There's always something behind me. I'm not trusting any pots. Ever since I saw that skeleton thing in a cage, I'm not trusting not even a pot, because I feel like any pot might be actually an enemy. And this is maybe the most paranoid thing I've ever said in my entire life, but you know it's true. Like, any one of these pots could be an actual enemy. What am I doing? I mean, it's satisfying to break everything, but at the same time... I knew it! I knew it! I freaking knew it. Okay, it was actually a very elaborate trap. I didn't expect the souls to come out, but I guess the game did tell us that this could happen in some regard. Cartus Milk Ring. I have to check it out just because of the name. Cartus Milk Ring. Slightly boosts dexterity and obscures rolling. What does obscuring rolling mean? Does it mean like we get invisible when we roll? That's exactly what it means. Are there traps? Because I swear something was firing at me. Alright, so this is actually annoying, so I'm not gonna actually have this ring, but it's a good deal though. I enjoy it. I like the concept. It's probably better in PvP than in below. It's better in PvP than in PvE. Maybe it actually makes enemies like lose sight of you, but I doubt it. Like, I feel like that's not something this game would do. There are invisibility rings and things like that in Dark Souls, and it just makes it less likely for enemies to aggro you. Why am I locking on the enemy, which is already dead? He almost bled me out. Shame, shame. Did I step on? Oh yeah, there's the trap. I see the button. Let's try to avoid the button. How did I miss it the first time? It's very well blended into the area, but I guess that's the point of a trap, right? You don't want to make your buttons obvious if you're gonna try to kill something. But what exactly are you protecting yourself from? Like, why are the traps in the catacombs? Already, everything that's in here is already dead, for the most part, right? So, are you protecting yourself? Oh, I figured we can go ahead, but I guess we can't. Alright, so let's just continue in the obvious direction. I want to bait them one by one. Like, they're not that difficult, but fighting two of them can be annoying, I assume. There we go. One more hit. I mean, one more combo. That clipped me. Alright. Where this... Ah, damn it. I ran out of stamina, but I think I have it. Whew. One thing you have to be aware of, because I have this giant sword, it's actually very heavy. And with how this game works, you have like a maximum equip load, like let's say 50. And this weapon takes 20 of that weight spot. And the thing is, if you're above a certain percentage of your total weight, you get to either have a fast roll, a medium roll, or a very slow roll. And obviously I want a fast or a medium roll, just so I can actually dodge enemies. If we have a fast roll... there was a button I didn't see. I didn't see the button. I mean, the button. There we go. Oh. Yeah, and I wanted to keep at least a medium roll, because obviously I want to use... There's the button. I want to dodge the enemies, like that's what I rely on primarily to avoid damage. So yeah, that's the main reason as to why my armor is actually very bad, and as a result, of course, my defense is very bad. Just so I can actually have this weapon equipped. I'm sure there was like a bonfire around here, so it can't be too far. I saw it from the other side. What is this? Oh, so this is like an environmental thing. I hope it won't come back. That's like the only SOH. That was a large Titan chart. This allows me to upgrade my weapons to +4, I think. Okay, so it's a good thing I can kind of hide in here. Oh, there is the bonfire there. Alright, so I feel like this is a good spot to end the episode. It's only one bonfire, and maybe the entirety of the episode isn't like super long, but it's like 18 to 19 minutes, I think something like that. And I feel like, yeah, this is a good spot to just end the episode, and then we can explore further. This particular episode went surprisingly smoothly. Like, there weren't any kinks in my plan, and there weren't definitely any things that went too wrong, so I tend to enjoy that when it happens. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I hope to see you next time.